Hello, I'm Marilyn Burnett. I am the Associate Curator of the Putnam Art Collection here at Case Western. We are happy to be a partner in hosting this exhibition, One Art, One Community, here at the Wade Park Community Engagement Center. And this exhibition came about because of an idea of a couple of alums, and they were involved in this program in Michigan State, and they saw the benefits of bringing together artists who are currently incarcerated and giving them the opportunity to share their work with the rest of the community. So we're happy to host that. It's an honor to have gone out to Grafton Correctional Facility, and we were able to meet with and interview some of the artists, and they set their artworks out, which were absolutely beautiful. So we were able to select a few, and we've curated them here. And we have an amazing opening reception that is very well attended. We're really pleased to be able to share all these works with the community. So one of the things that I just wanted to share, this is kind of our opening introduction panel, and one of the things that was provided was this little logo, this One Art, One Community, that was actually prepared by the artists that are incarcerated at Grafton. And so he wanted to share this with us. And there's a quote that goes along with that they wanted us to look at. It's, every creative shares a unique connection that transcends circumstances and locations. The power of connecting with others on the same creative journey is transformative. Creativity is contagious. And I think that that speaks volumes. So we're hoping that that we're able to continue this and include other correctional facilities and continue this in the years to come.
Results of what you see here. And I can tell you, this is some fantastic art. We had, and if you want something, you gotta hurry up, because it's going quickly. You can already all right? So to engage the committee, we asked artists in the we asked artists, the Neighborhood Advisory Council member, Gwendolyn Garth. We asked Gwen to work with art history graduate and co-curator Megan Alls. There's Megan. All right. To interview local community stakeholders about selected artwork and to share their personal reflections. So there are a lot of members here in the audience that were part of sharing their reflections. I see Vince was here, Tara over there. Who else? Who are the people that contributed to? Sharon,
Gwen.
Gwen.
All
right, so
we're cheering.
All right, very good.
Yes.
So I can tell you, these are really powerful reflections. So I encourage you, as you're looking around at the art, to make sure that you read these reflections, because they give you further insight on the art and their perspective on what they're seeing. So with that, I'll be back in a second, but for now, I'd like to bring Eric Gartenheimer up, who's the head of the Grafton Arts and Crafts Program.
All right.
Woo!
Thank you, everybody. You know, this is wonderful. I want to just say the work you see in the room, this basically scratched the surface of the work that's actually out there. I run a program called the Creative Arts Program. And I mean, we cover a large scope. I mean, it's music, it's a lot of different things, but we're going to focus on art tonight. To me, I mean, I never thought this would come, all right? This is like a life's work for me. I've been with the department for 35 years, and all 35 have been spent in recreation, majority as a recreation director. And I wear this on my sleeve. Okay, because this is really what I feel. With the art program, we have about 60 men, okay, that's in the program. We also have a special program that's called Creative Hands Caring Hearts, which I think everybody got a chance to see, which is a community service program. All right, and we do prom. We work on the prom. We start in October, and we go all the way to May. And we might do about maybe 4 to 5 schools, and some of the work that the men do out there is fantastic. I love for people to be able to come out there and see this, because that would really tell the story. So that's basically what the art program is about. So I don't want to go too far, and I don't want to talk about how this came about. I want to talk about Ben. Ben, Ben had worked on a program before, which was a video program, which was a good program. And so me and Ben kind of formed, I think, a nice little bond, little connection.
Yes.
So we stayed in communication. So Ben sent me an email about 3 years ago, right, Ben?
Could be.
Yeah, 3 years. He sent me an email. He said he was in Michigan and he seen an art show in Michigan. Now, I'm Ohio through and through. Anything in Michigan, right? So when Ben told me, he said, Eric, would you like to do this? Do you think this is good? He said, I think I got it smooth. I said, absolutely, Ben. And I mean, from that point on, I think me and Ben met, and then he brought Ann in, and Ann was talking, and Ann was going, I'm talking, Ann's talking, and then when Ann tells me she's a prosecutor, I'm like, whoa, how did these two go together? But she said something I thought that was really interesting. She said that she knew what art actually did for the men inside. And I thought that was the main thing that was important, because that is the key. So from that point on, we kind of, from then, I mean, we had a couple of different meetings, all right, and we formed a wonderful, wonderful committee. And I think everybody that was there was like-minded, and like-minded people bring something like this together, okay? And then when I met Megan, Megan was like just a ball of energy. And she was such a good sport when she came out, she did the podcast. Okay, because we got the podcast out there, and the guys out there, they're like, man, she's so fun. I was like, and then she got a chance to connect with Warden Spatty and one of the community voices. But again, this is really not about me. This is about everybody in the group, and this is about the artwork on the wall. And I'll be honest with you, none of this stuff I can do without my warden, Jerry Spatty, because I've been with Jerry for about 20 years. And he's always been a big support for what I do. And I'm not gonna stand up here and babble anymore. I'm gonna bring Jerry up here and let him go ahead and take it.
I'm not so sure I'm gonna need this, so I'm just gonna. So just a few things. I wanted to thank Case Western and Julian, and I wanted to thank Megan and Marilyn. And I especially want to thank my director, Annette Chambers-Smith. Because a lot of prison systems, you don't see that we get to give these guys these type of opportunities. So I think that's very important to recognize my director for giving Grafton, myself, and Eric that chance. So thank you for that. Eric, don't go far, come here. This guy is underselling himself. 35 years of dedication, 35 years of dedication to incarcerated people so they have hope for a future. And he has done that over and over. We met at a level 3 facility, which is known for being hardcore guys. Not to Eric, not to Eric. He would mold those young men and make them have some hope for the future. So Eric, I know you got 35, and we want at least a few more. So Eric, I really appreciate everything Eric's done. At Grafton Correctional, we are a minimum and medium level facility. But our focus is on making guys more accountable, giving them hope for the future, so they improve while they're incarcerated, so they go home restored citizens, not so they go home a statistic. So we have a thing called the Normalcy Initiative. We're converting our housing units into areas where guys feel like they're more in a home type setting than in a prison type setting. We give them programs to do. We give them opportunities like recreation. So that is our philosophy with our guys, and this is just an extension of our philosophy, letting guys do this. I'll be brutally honest with you, I don't know anything about art. I know as much about art as I do about knitting sweaters. I'm a football coach by heart. That is where I come from, that's what I know, but I do know when I see good people, and I do know when I see great opportunities, and I really appreciate you guys having us. Appreciate you letting us bring some artwork into our lives, and thank you for support.
All right. Well, this went off, so there we go. Well, thank you, Warden. Thank you, Eric. I do want to thank a few other people. So Kathy Berry from the Putnam Collection, really know this is happening. Marilyn, I mean, really, she was like the kind of the backbone and the glue for this whole project. Couldn't have happened. I want to thank, not many of my staff are here, but I do want to thank Janice, Ethan Williams. She helped us clear out the room. It was a huge first step, but we want to thank Janice and all the other of my teammates that are working in this building. I want to thank Giorgio, our photographer. So if you guys have any photography needs, you know, go to him with GS3, right?
That's correct.
Okay. He's going to be providing a video for us that we can share with our partners in Grafton, and they can see what happened here tonight and share with us everything that happened. And I do want to give a special shout out to Edwin's and to our servers here. We were intentional, obviously, in selecting Edwin's to participate in this. We know that they have a good partnership with Grafton as well, and so we want to thank you guys for being here and helping us make this event a success. So again, please, if you haven't already, make sure you look at all the artwork on the wall. Purchase something, buy. They are going quickly. If you want to buy something, find Megan, and we will set you up. And am I missing anything? Gwen, yes, please.
Tell people what the money goes to.
Okay, I'm Gwendolyn Garth again. I am an archivist, and I am also an ex-felon, and I have 27 years of uninterrupted substance abuse. I said all that to say, people who are incarcerated by the general public have tended to be the forgotten population. This is one of our purposes. Eric is on my board of Kings and Queens of Art. This is one of my fights to bring that attention that we are still here, whether we're inside or on the outside. Every year, 5,000 people come or return to Cuyahoga County from the jails and stuff, and we're not prepared. So along with receiving people back into the community, let's be prepared with housing, employment, et cetera, Okay, we need that. With me, I had a lot of help transitioning from the inside to the outside. We need people to go inside to help people come across that barrier. Because I came home in 2000, May of 2000, January 2000, I was scared to death. Because I had been practicing being the person I wanted to be, but I was scared to death to come back and face my old self. But it was a new self. So I came home in 2000, and the only way I go back is with Eric. And I come back out the same day. But I just wanted to say that, and that part of the purpose of this here is so that you can see the quality of work that's going on. The change that this can make. I am what's possible. I am what's possible.
One more thing, Stephanie, Gwen. All of the artwork, especially a lot of the canvases, was all donated, okay? Everything was donated from Kings and Queens of Art, okay?
Hey, Eric, can you let them know where the proceeds go?
Actually, the money goes to the men, okay? That's the main thing. I mean, this is the step of them stepping out to say, hey, I am an artist, and feeling confident about what they do. And everybody in this room makes that so. So that's it right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. There is a ton of food here, and I'm not sure what the plan is. Eat it. So please eat it. And again, goodbye. But thank you.
So this has been a wonderful experience to be a part of this art exhibition. I've never been a community voice, although I have often had thoughts about works. And I chose this piece because it reminded me much of my youth in terms of, particularly in terms of being a student at Spelman College, where I met many what I call civil rights icons. I'm not sure if Malcolm X would have called himself a civil rights icon, but people who influence our thoughts about our society. And one of the things that we have in common is that we come from families or from this notion that education is part of freedom. And I remember reading his, hearing him and reading his work about what it means to be a part of this country and the world. And that really appealed, resonated with me. And I also realized that he's a person who educated himself about his religion, and he went, to the spaces in which the religion is being practiced, not only in the United States, but also in other parts of the world. So he was educating himself and going beyond the American experience to a global experience. And I was always admiring of that because it's really the way I see the world. I think we are part of the world. We are a majority of the world, and meaning people who come from the African descent, and that the religions are multiple around the world. So I've enjoyed this experience and just reflected upon this space because I've reflected a lot in the last 50 years on Malcolm X and what he knew about the world and what he shared with us about his perspective on the world and who we are as a people.
So I'm going to introduce Eric Gardenhire, who's our recreation supervisor. He has been instrumental in bringing art into Case Western Reserve. Eric?
Thank you very, very much, Warden. Yes, basically, this was a show that was 3 years in the making, and it was beautiful. It came together tonight. I think we had a great committee that worked on this art show, from former Case professors to community people. It was basically just a lot of different walks of life to put this together.
Created these pieces of art at Grafton Correctional. This helps instill hope into their future, both while they're incarcerated and when they're restored citizens. It gives them a sense of purpose, a sense of accountability, and we know that this will help them both pre and post release. We're excited about that.
All right, so this is one of my favorite ones, and I like it just, one, it's just so unique as far as its shape, the colors, the images. I think it's one of the more unique ones up here as far as what it's trying to convey, which I'm still trying to figure out. But yeah, this is my favorite.
My name is Ben Sperry, and I'm part of the team, the committee that put this art show together. So it'll be up from now till January 6th. And I've also had some experience teaching and leading book discussion groups inside in prison settings. And I'm privileged to be part of this, and the focus really here is on the artists, on the incarcerated artists, and on those of us who live on the outside, our connection with them, common humanity. So happy to be here.
I'm Gwendolyn Garth, archivist. And words cannot say what my heart really wants to convey. This show is a manifestation of dreams and plans and work, and a lot of jumping up and down and sitting on tables. It's as an archivist, my objective is to bring awareness to what people have called the forgotten community and people who are incarcerated. This shows that we are not forgotten, okay, and that we ain't doing nothing, okay? And this artwork shows the intenseness and the creativity that the men have to have, that anyone has to have to be in that kind of state of loneliness, of separation from family. And I just want people to know that in Ohio, in Cuyahoga County, 5,000 people come home every day from prisons and jails and stuff. We must be ready for them. These people are not invisible. We got to start getting housing ready, jobs ready, so people don't come back, so That's what I'm all about. Thank you, and this is just one of many. Okay.
So the overall experience for co-curation is that this has been an amazing show to work on. The artists are currently incarcerated in Grafton Correctional Facility, and the work is just staggeringly beautiful. There's everything from self-taught artists to artists all the way up with MFAs, and their work reflects their lived experiences as people currently experiencing incarceration, and also their lived experiences as people. This particular work is one of my favorite ones. It's Lindsay, A Still Life, and it's dealing with all these layers of visual boxes and emotional boxes. So the piece itself, being a rectangular canvas, is mirrored by the fact that the artist is holding a player. It's one of the few self-portraits in the show, and it's him reflected in this technology back. And the fact that the title, A Still Life, has this implication that he's frozen with on the screen. And also that within that experience of incarceration, feeling frozen from community and frozen from life. So this is just one of the examples of the incredible, thoughtful work we have, and would love to continue to exhibit it in the future.